Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel.
How is the weather where you are?
It had just rained here and the sky was still gray. So I decided to bring a little color to you guys with, well, Meghan's colorful outfits at the Royal Cosplay Tour in Nigeria. What Meghan was trying to show is that I'm 43% Nigerian, so I'm wearing my own heritage. Yeah, sure. Nigeria, 43%. Another lie from Meghan. We all know that she is completely American. Nigeria is a country, not a race, and Meghan's mindset has never been easy for us to understand. And Harry and Meghan's visit to Nigeria, I will say loudly and emphatically that they do not represent the royal family or the UK. It is just a personal trip and serves their own purposes. And one of them is Meghan discovering her roots. Was there something wrong with my memory when it spoke so strongly that Meghan had said her origins were Maltese? Why have you moved to Nigeria now? I was just wondering, not surprised at all. Meghan can change everything from her skin color to her race just to serve her race card. And now Nigeria is her next tool. Oh, my beloved Nigeria. Meghan tries to express how much I love Nigerian culture through her outfits. Yes, just through my clothes and not anything deeper. I myself don't have too much knowledge, but I also understand that Nigeria is a vibrant, culturally diverse country. In terms of fashion alone, it can be said that Nigerian fashion has combined with modern elements, becoming a unique identity but still very trendy. And the way Meghan chose to show it off was with colorful outfits for the first 2 days of her visit. And she said, "Quickly got the memo that I need to wear more colors, so I can fit in with all of you and your incredible fashion." Well, that's the reason for her $3,198 gold dress, or the bright red dress at the Women Leadership Conference, where Meghan shared how women can succeed. It's odd that Meghan, who only succeeded because of the men in her life, is sharing how women can be successful. If I were at a crossroads in life and didn't know which direction to turn, surely Meghan's advice would be the last thing I'd need. Cultural values or experiential knowledge are what Meghan is most emptied of. So I still don't understand the decision to invite this couple to Nigeria, a place with a lot of real problems that need to be solved with more practical actions. However, they ignore the massive poverty and the virtually non-existent infrastructure between cities. Let's watch Polo instead. This shows them who they truly are. Really don't get why they are doing this. When they were working royals, they complained about being put on a show and wanted privacy, still maintaining a low public profile and protecting their privacy then. So there is absolutely reason for me to think that their income streams are running low. So they need to perform for Netflix. Such an obvious, carefully planned PR stunt. No doubt a film which will be released before long. Harry needed footage for his documentary on Polo. This adds an international flavor Polo around the world. Hence Meghan's inappropriate outfit and the Polo kiss footage all for the documentary. Very self-serving. What a shame when their platform is purely because of the royal family. Harry and Meghan have never stopped trading on their titles since leaving. But being introduced as HRH at the event and the anthem being played has truly exposed the serious issue with them and their money-making schemes. Someone has to speak out to clarify that they were not representing the royal family or government. What they do is only for themselves. They always loved the attention, they just didn't want to be told what to do. Eventually, they'll put their foot in it, they'll be with the wrong people or say something stupid. And Meghan did something stupid that she thought would be loved. Multiple changes of clothing into outfits costing thousands of dollars? How crass a display of wealth in a country where there are so many impoverished people. I doubt if the Sussexes gave the level of poverty in Nigeria a moment's thought. According to the World Bank, the poverty rate in Nigeria is estimated to have reached 38.9% in 2023, with an estimated 87 million Nigerians living below the poverty line. The world's second largest poor population after India. In other words, the perfect place to show off and play polo. Just asking how many of the many millions living struggling in poverty did she pop in and seize in her expensive outfits while being a role model for them, her people, to look up to. She does seem to be basking in the attention of the fawning crowds and feeling very full of her own importance. Might have been better off on the runway recently. Meghan is at least consistent. Every single thing she wore was either A, inappropriate, B, ill-fitting, C, in desperate need of ironing, or D, all of the above. I do not understand her poor choices in clothing. I'm sure she can buy anything she wants. Why are they always so long? She needs to shop only petite sizes. She should have researched the dress code for the country she was visiting. It looks like she only packed skimpy dresses. The only decent outfit was the skirt she was gifted paired with one of Harry's shirts. If it was hers, it looked way too big for her size. It's difficult, if not impossible, to replace your wardrobe last minute, so she has to continue with the skimpy outfits. I just wonder what Diana might have thought of her daughter-in-law. She was a woman of sartorial dignity on such occasions. No common sense nor respect for the culture. She should have worn clothing that covered her shoulders, arms, and back. The whole visit was manipulated to showcase the Harkles. We only saw what we were supposed to see, not outside the cameras. It's easy to see that this is what Meghan thought royal life would be like. Swanning off to Commonwealth countries, a hero's welcome and lots of dress changes. Not having to toe the line and attending countless boring events and shaking hands with the public. When she did the World Vision trip to India, all she did was clothes changes and pose for pictures. She didn't interact at all with the children except posing in photos, disappearing for long periods, while she changed outfits and refreshed her hair and makeup. Quite the humanitarian, in a way uniquely defined by Harry and Meghan. So once again the question arises, in what capacity is Meghan here? Well, her and Harry's fishing trip. I'm okay with that. But what qualifications does she have to speak in front of many other women in women's leadership? She's no role model for working mothers, as she appears to spend very little time with her children and has isolated them from extended family. By the way, regarding Sussex children, Meghan chose to be thousands of miles away from her children and her mother on Mother's Day. I don't know many women who would have such a grin on their faces to be so far away from such young children. It would be funny if Archie one day came to live in England and kept his distance as they have done with both fathers and siblings. Meghan is a stay-at-home mother, and I'm not downgrading that role at all, with a stay-at-home husband when she is not jetting around trying to stay relevant lest we forget she is a royal in 2 weeks or 2 months. This visit will be forgotten because it has no stakes at a diplomatic level. The fact that they need Invictus to give them relevance for this tour proves that they don't have relevance by themselves. And the fact that they use so strongly royal terminology associated places proves that they are not bigger than the royal family. Actually, they are reliant on it. They are the ones saying they moved on, are not trapped anymore, are happier now, but keep going back to royal as if they weren't pretending that they were better than that. It's so pathetic. My gosh, I cringe so bad that I can't even snark. But there is something I want to share with you. Reports from those actually in Nigeria are far different from the media circus. It is not on the mainstream news over there, according to my cousin who lives by the capital, and no crowds have been reported as there is no interest. It seems as if Netflix has manipulated and manufactured crowds as they did before, so they are not as popular as they would like you to believe. Did anyone else notice that all the photos are Meghan-centric? Yes, there are photos of Harry, but they are from strange angles or taken from a distance, while, with Meghan, we get shots of her bare back and forehead vein popping. Did she not notice that she was the only female showing bare shoulders, bare arms, and a bare back? It was always going to be the Meghan look at me show. The entire thing was an obscene and brash show of wealth. I noticed that all the youngsters had been given brand new sports shirts and shorts for the photo shoot. It wouldn't look good if the kids looked dirty or unkempt, would it? Look how happy she looks at this pretend royal tour. All eyes on her. Just what she craves so desperately. No wonder she looks happy. She's getting her heart's desire, limelight, a platform, a microphone, cameras, opportunities to self-aggrandize, directly and indirectly, opportunities to share her unique insights and platitudes with the breathless masses. However, it doesn't add any useful value to the places she goes to. That also brings us to the end of this video. Hopefully, the information above is useful to you and you have a relaxing time. I look forward to your discussions in the comments section. And don't forget to like and share the video. Your support is our motivation. Let's subscribe to receive notifications about the newest videos. We will be back soon. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.